Welcome to another episode of How to Be More Successful. My name is Itay. Thanks for joining me. Today I'm extremely excited because I'm going to speak about something extremely important. Today we're going to speak about how to defeat our enemy. Okay, you know the feeling that you're about to do something a bit exciting and you have that feeling, oh, I'm not sure I can do it. That stress before an exam, before speaking to a beautiful girl, before a job interview, before doing something that you may think that you're not really can achieve it. This is basically a stress response, okay? This is something so ancient that causing our brain to liberate an hormone called adrenaline, and this hormone is basically responsible for the flight or fight mechanism. What does it mean? It means that so many years ago, when we were just a bit more evoluted than primates, we needed that hormone in order to have more blood to our muscles and to encourage us to run or to fight. However, the problem with this hormone is, since muscles are getting a lot of blood, the brain doesn't really get a lot of blood. And if the brain gets less blood, it's harder for us to think. So basically we are afraid, we cannot act like we're supposed to. We are afraid and we start hearing these excuses. No, you cannot do it. This is not for you. You're not handsome enough. You're not smart enough. You're not good enough. And the more intelligent we are, the more intelligent is our enemy. You probably know that feeling. A successful person knows this feeling. He knows very well his enemy. However, a successful person doesn't really listen to his enemy. And why is that? Because a successful person fought so many times against his enemy and he won. So he doesn't really care what his enemy is saying. Okay? Right now I'm producing this video, and just before that my enemy said, come on, what you want to do? Who cares about defeating the enemy? Who cares about this idiotic video, right? Or whatever this excuse. But since I fought against him so many times and I won, I don't really care. Now what's the trick? I already told you, we have to fight against the enemy and to win. However, easy saying, right? Well, actually it's not so hard. We need to use a strategy created by Japanese called the kayzen system. It's a very interesting subject. It's about the small step system. Maybe you've heard about it, okay? It works in a lot of fields. I don't really want to enter in specific, but I can tell you, while we're trying to defeat our enemy, we have to win small, very, very small victories. For example, instead of convincing myself that the enemy was right and I'm not good enough, I will try to do something much smaller. I will take an assignment much smaller and not so important, and I will win. When I will win, I will give myself something. This is called positive reinforcement, used also in dog training, but in all sorts of real and positive education. You did something. It doesn't really matter if you were successful, if you reached your target. When you were brave and good enough to face your enemy, you are deserving your positive reinforcement. The longer, the more times you're gonna fight against the enemy and you'll win, the enemy will be weaker, will be smaller, and it will be easier for you to be more successful. Hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe and see you next time. Bye bye.